Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here. I am going to be doing a little brought and paid for haul today. So, the stuff that I'm going to show you now has come from a variety of different sources. Some of it has come from online auctions, e-commerce. There's one that particularly begins with E and ends in something that sounds like hay, but I think you all know where I mean. And some of them have come from private sites and others have come from like collectors fairs and flea markets and that sort of thing. So what I'm going to start with is they didn't come in this, but it's these. So slides. Anybody remember slides? So I have bought a load of. Some of them aren't terribly good. Some of them I don't even know what they are. You can see that, but I can tell that that's I'm going to put it on the background and see if you can see it. But it's like a view. There's a whole variety of things. There's people, lots of things from like the 70s, like the 1970s. There's some in cardboard frames like this. There's some in plastic frames as well. But I brought a whole load of these. I just think they're great little things to just bit of interest to tuck into journals. So I bought a whole load of these. All of these, I paid $5.54, which is fairly expensive, but it was the cheapest way that I could buy them. I paid for 200, but I actually got sent 218, so bonus there. So they were from that place. Next we have tax discs. Okay, anyone that's ever lived in the UK and ever been a driver will know exactly what I mean by these. So I bought some of these, these are used tax discs from a variety of, I think they're all the same registration. Oh, they are all the same registration plate. But these are, we don't use these in the UK anymore. I think we stopped them 2014, something like that. Might have been a bit earlier than that. We no longer have to display them in the vehicle because they're all electronic now. But tax discs, they were used ones, and I bought those from that place. But then there are these ones which are, I haven't even opened these. How terrible is this? I've not even opened it. You get these things and you think, oh, I don't need to open that. I haven't even checked it, so I don't even know if they're in here. So, oh, there's one. Okay, so it's an unused one from 2010. So that will be kept. That'll go in the special not to be used ephemera. But that was like 50p. The pack of used ones, they were 75p. So not bad at all. Next, you know what, I've told you this before, I have a thing for money. So this is sorry, by the way, my fingers are a little stained. I've been doing some coffee and tea dyeing today of papers, so I'm a little bit stained as well. This is a 10p coin, well, note, for British Armed Forces. So it's an actual note. You can tell it's got all of the raised bits in the right places. And again, that's another thing for the collection, issued by the command of the Defence Council. Okay, so I think you weren't allowed to exchange actual coins on a base. So there's that. Excuse me, I'm trying to clear my throat. Next is this beast. Okay, hopefully you can see this. This was bought at the weekend. Went to like a heritage site, and there's a bit of an antiquesy type flea markety type place there, and it's this. So this has got some writing in it. It's telling you what is on what. So the title of the record, description of the subject, rendered by accompaniment, and the page number. And then each of these is a pocket with a 78 in them. Now I just thought this was really, really unusual. They all tuck back into the pocket. So it's not complete. There are some missing. However, I was thinking this would make a really great, really interesting, cool journal. So like I said, there's some missing. I would obviously take the records out, and it could be a very intriguing little journal. I mean, like it's all original. It would have been 78s, and I don't know when the last time 78s were used. So, but it's a little bit worn, but you know, I guess that's only to be expected. It's got a metal binding here, so it's obviously been made well for when it was in use, and that was it was £10. Now that's a lot of money to me, but a friend of mine bought that for me. So Brian, thank you very much for that. That will actually be journaled to perfection. Next we have, as you know, I like a bit of money. These are all ex-circulation notes. Okay, so they're all notes that are no longer legal tender. They are all from the Republic of Argentina, and there are some really good notes, like in good condition, right the way through to some really very poor. I mean, like these are like, I've definitely seen better days. I don't even know whether they have dates on them, but I couldn't resist these. I mean, like, look at that. Wouldn't that just look absolutely cool in a journal? It would need some kind of reinforcing, but that would be fantastic. And they've all been, like I say, taken out of circulation. They're no longer legal tender. See, there's some decent notes in there as well. But yeah, they were, this whole pack, oh, that's a nice one. This whole pack was £1.50. Oh, sorry, no, £1.45. The whole pack was from that popular place. It came from that place. So just interesting things to put into. Like I don't know whether I said in the previous journal, haul video. I'm actually doing a money journal at the moment, so this and probably these will get used in that because they're all money related. Next we have a little pocket full of sixpences. Wonder why I bought this. Couldn't possibly be to do with money, could it? Sixpences I mean, like, the book is in terrible condition, but it was £1. You can't quibble for £1. Doesn't have any, you know, there's no end papers to speak of, and some of the papers are falling apart, but I could repurpose the book. I love the front cover of it. I just liked the design of it, and the papers can all be used in some way. You know, it's terrible. It's been terribly abused, but it can be, as with anything that's been abused, it can be reused. So anyway, not bad for £1. Next, party games. Okay, all about yourself. Okay, got its original little table of contents in here, is it? Or it's all about answers too. So it's got the little, I don't know, playing details inside. And then we have some cards in here. And it's solution. Okay, not sure how you play this. However, just like the cards, again, it was £1 box. It's original, and I can definitely use those in journaling. Next, some tea cards. No book this time. In the previous video, I have had I've had them in a book. These were just space ones. I think this is a complete set, but it just doesn't have a book. And the reason for buying these is because it's space related. It's 50 years since the moon landing. It's also 50 years since this little chap, this little enigmatic soul that's doing this video, since he was born. So hence those tea cards. A little it's obviously seen better days book here. Gonna just have a quick look and see if I can see when this came from. No, the original owner there, I guess that was. No, it doesn't tell me any details. But it's got local area stuff in it. It's got something stuck to the page as well, by the looks of it. Oh, and bits ripped out. But it's all going to get chopped up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, it's an atlas, and it'll get used. It's quite nice. Some of this could be fussy cut out. Shame it doesn't say when. I guess if I read it, but in more detail, it might tell me when it was published, but nothing that I can see, obviously. Anyway, so there's that. Next, we have another atlas. Again, another one that's seen better days. This is just a lot number for it. It's made of material. It's definitely coming apart. This one again, I don't believe has any date in it. Oh, August the 24th, 1910. Okay. Well, you can understand then if that's the actual date of the book, then, or around that date, then you can absolutely understand why it might have seen better days. The book itself doesn't actually have a date though. So anyway, nice little book. I love maps. What's that? Oh, somebody's been doing a bit of tracing. Okay, it looks a bit like my standard of tracing, to be fair. Yeah, so again, it can be used and it will be. So that's that. Next we have parts from Monopoly. Okay, so we've got Monopoly here. I don't have the board or the box, but this came from an online auction site. Please enclose 3D stamp. Okay, so it's an older version of Monopoly. I wish they'd say the date on them. It's so much nicer. Anyway, that's the pack. Oh, that's my address details. When we've got the chance cards, so we've got get out of jail free. Everybody needs to get out of the jail card free. Maybe kept or until needed or sold. So and then community chest. again, they're worn, but you'd expect that. Notes, we like. I love Monopoly money. I'm just a thing about Monopoly money. I don't know what it is. Maybe all of those years of playing it. Some notes, and then we've got all of the deed cards, the mortgage cards for everything. I don't believe the stations are in here. I think they were a separate lot if I wanted those. Oh no, that's Fenchurch Station. It is in there. Yeah, so they're all in there. So all of this is the UK version, so it's got Old Kent Road and Whitechapel, King's Cross Station, Angel Islington, Pall Mall. They're all in there. But nice cards. Again, will be used in the grand scheme of journaling. Then we have a pack of, I'm not even sure what they are. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the language is. It's either German or it could be Dutch. But there's just some interesting little cards. I don't know what it's about. It looks like a municipal swimming bath to me. Don't know what these cards are. If you know what these cards are, let me know. They're just very interesting. I just like cards, game cards and general cards. I just find them nice for using in journaling, for little, maybe turned into journaling cards, or you can use them as tuck spots, or just decoration. I'm just oaring for the sake of it. I've got lots of oars and no boat. This is not old, this is new. This just came from a flea market type shop. I just liked them. I couldn't tell you why I like them. I think they're actually that's very shiny. They're either mirror tiley things, or they're for cutting out if you're doing like English paper piecing. Not sure what their purpose is, but what's that? It's like double-sided foam mount. Anyway, just liked them. Then we have here, we've got two of these. These were 50p each. These are the trade union cards. So they're just like when you've paid your trade union dividends, what it entitles you to. It's your little membership card. Just like them. Something different to put into a book, isn't it? So I've got two, so building trade and another one building trade. This one I particularly liked because it's got 1969 on. I'm going to be doing a book for my 50th, so a journaling book. So, and then we have a Geological Survey of Great Britain, number 5, published. There was an older one that I suppose published in 1954, but I liked this one. The older one didn't have the fold-out pages. Some of them in here. You know, of course, when you're looking for them and you need them, you can't find them. They've got these fold-out pages, which is always nice. So just different things. I mean, like, you know, it doesn't mean anything to me, but they're just nice for journaling with. So it looks like a very official document. That it's 10 shillings. And then we have a big pile of hobbycraft. These aren't hobbycraft, of hobby magazines. So these are magazines. Go in here. So these is 1957, 1956. 1954, 1956. So they're all like hobby magazines for making things. Oh, a kidney-shaped dressing table. Oh, I remember my grandma having one of those. Little sets. They've even got their own. They've even got the patterns if you wanted to make a little rocking cradle. Adverts for Meccano. Just nice, interesting magazines. They were weekly ones. Again, they'll all be chopped up and utilised in some other way. So the bigger ones are other type of hobbyist magazines. Like a milk float. Oh, these are nice. I like the little coloured pictures. They could be all chopped up. So these are all. You can still buy those type of blades. I have one of those somewhere. I put it away, of course. I know. It's not the same company, is it? But oh, it is. It's exactly the same company. So I don't know if you can see, but it's the same company. This is in an old magazine. I wonder if it's still the same. It's still the same blade number as well. Oh, that's amazing. Anyway, so little things, please little minds. I don't know when this magazine is from because it's missing the cover. But anyway, lots of lovely things in here. Things I could, fussy cut, and especially for the men's journaling. Oh, this is a hobbies one. When's this one? 1984. Again, another. So I guess they're a similar sort of age. Like I say, just nice little magazines. Nice that they've got the original. So you could build an international airport. Oh, that's useful. I'll contact Heathrow, see if they need any help. So there's that. And that's more of those. Then we have some reprint newspapers of Titanic. These were just, I think this was, what was this? Was this £1 or something, or 50 pence for this whole lot? It's not because it's the Titanic, it's literally because I can cut it up and I can make it look aged. And then finally, I have this, which was £1 for the Home Notes booklet. Oh, did I even open it? I did. I'm sure I opened this, but then I carefully got it back into the bag. Oh, Lucasade. I remember Lucasade looking like that. And there's beloved Emily. Enemy. Sorry, can't speak. Oh, no feeling. Is it sometimes possible to dislike a person without knowing them? Absolutely it is. So, just some interesting adverts and things. And it's terribly British with a terribly clipped accent. You could tell when you read it, you have to read it with a clipped voice. It is from 1953, of course. You would have gone to finishing school, wouldn't you? Back then, you would have been a Deb. If you were female, you would have been a debutante. You've gone to a debutante's ball, and that turns you from being a girl into a lady. So anyway, I liked the bird's custard advert on the back. Still like bird's custard. Oh, and there is a final one, which is a bit random, but it's a spoon. Okay, so what did I buy this spoon for? Because it was cheap. And also, because I use wax melts, I don't have anything to melt them into. So I can melt them into here, tip this out, and then I do have somewhere, well, not somewhere I can show you at the moment, but I do have a little wax impression stamp thing. So, and that's it. That was they were my hauls. They were collected over the last week or so while I've been on holiday. So I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about my dirty hands. Like I say, I've been coffee and tea dyeing today. So, well, this evening since I got home from work. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I will do more videos soon. I have been asked to do a couple of tutorial videos, which I will be undertaking probably at the weekend. And I will also be doing some walkthrough videos. I will be doing some videos on crafty techniques. And anyway, that's it for now. I will say goodbye, farewell. I won't sing to you. I was going to sing the ending, the good night song from The Sound of Music, but you don't want me to sing that. Anyway, I'm off. Have a lovely day, evening, night, morning, lunchtime, whatever it is on your planet, and I will speak to you all very soon. Big kiss, again, too cheeky, and I will see you all very soon. Big crafty hugs, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Not hit it, but hit the bell icon, and you'll get to know when there's more of my stuff, which I'm sure you probably don't want to know about. But thank you very much as well to those. I think I'm currently on 71 subscribers, so thank you very much to those people who already do subscribe. Your participation is very much appreciated, and I genuinely mean it. I love you all. I love humanity. So when we're nice to each other anyway. All right, take care. Speak soon. Bye. Oh, and love to all the other autistic people out there, because I did have somebody message me and saying that I was a bit of an inspiration because I'm autistic and I'm very vocal about it. So thank you very much for that. And special kiss and a special hug to you guys. Take care. Speak soon. Bye.